Hello everyone. Wait for you guys to hop on as I'm getting my hair adjusted here. I thought I would just hop on. I was getting ready to go to the gym and I've been wanting to hop on live with you guys for over a year now, or almost a year now since grandma passed. So I'll wait for you guys to hop on just to kind of update you guys on what's happened since then. And yeah, so I'll just wait for a few of you to hop on. I'm so excited to be back on. I'm so happy that you guys have been finding value in this TikTok page. I made it originally to just serve the caregiving community. We go through so much as caregivers, especially for individuals with dementia, and it just is hard. It's just a hard journey. There's no way getting around that. It makes it a little bit easier when you do have a support system, when you do feel like you are not in it alone. But I definitely went through a lot of highs, a lot of lows, both at the same time, in different variations. So yes, I wanted to get on here and just first of all say, I read every single one of your guys's loving messages, your outpouring of just love and concern and prayers and all of that. And it all was majorly heavily felt. And it really got me and my family through that tough time when my grandmother was transitioning, just being able to bounce ideas off of each other and just have a platform to just open up about what I was going through, and just share, get joy out of sharing what we were going through to hopefully help other people get through it as well. So, not really sure what that means. Balloon got shot down? Not really sure, but yes. So I wanted to get on here and number one, say thank you. I really needed to just take a year off. I never wanted to completely be removed from this, but I had to kind of release myself from the identity of being a caregiver for my grandmother, because it was a journey. It was a 6-year journey, but it wasn't necessarily my life's calling. So a lot of times we get put in positions where we are caring for a loved one, and it wasn't necessarily something that we thought we would be signing up for, but because we love our family members so much, we're happy to do it. We're doing it with open arms, open heart. And then you kind of also then start to lose yourself. That's just the honest truth, because there's so much of your life force energy, so much of your time, so much of your anything that you would have to give, whether it was creativity or wanting to travel, or wanting to, if you're not in a relationship, if you're single, or pouring into your relationship if you are, in a relationship. Just it really affects so many areas of your life, especially again when you are a full-time, committed, real, genuine caregiver for somebody with dementia. So I wanted to get on here and just number one, say thank you for all of the outpouring, and then number two, I am going to be hopping on here a lot this year. I do want to connect back with you guys in regard to what I've learned post caregiving. There's so much that I learned while I was caregiving, but then there's also a lot that I've learned post caregiving, a lot of things that I was really proud of myself for doing. And then a lot of things that I'm like, ooh, I could have did that a lot better. Right. So number one, I wanted to get on here and just see if you guys had any questions about caregiving. If you are somebody that's caring for somebody with dementia, if you guys need any help, just if there's any questions that you guys want to ask, I am here. I'm going to be on here for the next 10 to 15 minutes. I'm here if you need to vent. I'm here if you need to, bounce some ideas off of me. If you want to also make sure you follow this page. I'm going to be going on live very often about caregiving, dementia, Alzheimer's awareness. I'm getting back into it. I do some other things in the health, fitness, and mindfulness space. So if you want to also check me out, I do have another social media account talking about that. But over here, I really wanted to reignite this and just connect back with you guys, and just so many things that I've learned along the journey that I feel like if you are caring for somebody with dementia and you're catching it at the beginning stages, I really want to, number one, encourage you while I'm waiting for any questions to come through. I'll just kind of go into this portal on one of the things that I wish I would have done differently. Once I found out my grandmother had dementia, what I wish I would have done was immediately go over to the internet and start diving deep on getting help, right? So getting portals for help, signing up with a workshop, becoming a part of a support group, getting just something around, social media, like gaining friends on social media that are going through the same thing. I started doing that. I started showing you guys my grandmother's stages when she was already declining, like in her late stages. I would say very end of the mid stages, and then very well into the late stages. So all of the beginning stages, most of the middle stages of her dementia, I have tons of video on it, but I just, with me and my mom, and mainly me and my mom, but really our whole family, we were just kind of dealing with it, and we were clueless. We had no idea what we were doing. We had no idea what we were facing. We had no idea what my grandmother was really going through. All of her mood swings and snaps, and even her getting physical with us, it was all due to her condition. And we just thought, like, oh my gosh, she is just really angry, but it's her condition. It had nothing to do with who she was as human. My grandma was naturally feisty. I'm not going to lie. Just her personality, which was part of why we loved her so much. But, a lot of the heartache and hardship that we went through was because we just literally didn't know what the condition was doing. So when my grandmother got diagnosed with dementia, it was just like, okay, well, she has this thing, deal with it, right? And we're like, okay, make sure she takes her medication. And we're just like, okay.